Everybody. And David, I wanted to say that we're probably going to switch to the YouTube so that we can put this on our bigger TV screen and
Okay.
hear it better than we will through my computer.
Well, I'll know where you are.
But this is going to be great. Wonderful to be able to hear you here.
Yeah, it's amazing. This is the first time I've been able to play in about for people in about I don't know year and a half or something. I'm real excited. Woo, woo, woo.
Do I see
Hi,
Don
Jeff. Hi, Penny.
Hi, Dean.
Just saying hi to everybody as they come on. We are officially
Oh,
live.
yeah.
We are on the YouTube channel now.
Hello, YouTube.
Okay, so we're going to switch over to the YouTube and
Okay,
enjoy the concert there. All right.
great.
David, I see a Dawn who just appeared on the screen. I wonder if it's our Dawn.
No, I don't know.
He's in the village here.
I'm in with living with Barb and Steve
Oh,
Chasen.
so great.
There's Susie in person.
Susie!
I wish I had the hair. It would go on my shirt.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, nice to see.
Oh, David, you seem so centered. Wow. You are. You are
Underneath here, I'm going like this. Home.
Yeah. You go to the church's YouTube channel.
Okay.
Or you just go.
Hello.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Susie. Two Susies in a row. And
Yeah.
Look at who's here.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, Bob. Wow. David. Okay. Hi, Mary Kate.
Jennifer.
I'm trying to get on. Bye. I'll see you guys online.
Okay. Hey, Mary Kate.
Community Church of Boston.
Hi, Susie.
Yeah.
You got a Susie 1 and a Susie 2. So good to see you, lady.
Susie too.
Susie, there were about 1 million notices on David's Facebook channel from people who knew Susie Williams and were interested in the concert.
Oh,
So you've got some kind of
did advertise it. Yeah.
Yeah.
wonderful.
Cool.
We're almost there. We have 3 more minutes
And it'll be the Dean show.
for a little bit.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
I am too.
Dean, am I going to still spend a couple of minutes just to talk about the project?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay.
Shall I introduce you and then
And then I'll introduce you.
yeah. I want to just say a tiny word at the very, very beginning.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe I'll save it for when I've got a little 15 minutes set.
Okay. Okay. It's your call.
Yeah. And so somebody down here it's Ann Goodwin. Hello, Ann
Oh,
Goodwin.
wow.
What a delight. All right. And we have about 12 participants. I see 10 on my screen and 2 from California and a few from Boston and a couple from Maine, 3 from Maine.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, actually 4. Fran is with me too. So.
Okay. Hi, Fran. Hi, Don. It's a beautiful thing. Strange thing. Oh, we got 5 people just came in. They're right on time. That's nice.
Yeah.
And Steve? Steve, are you there?
I am. I'm using Barbara's laptop.
When I start playing, as co-host, I wonder if you could just admit people?
I can't because my laptop is the one that's streaming David's performance. So if you want to make Barbara Chasen a co-host, I could do that.
Yes, I will do that. Just for fun. Now it's a pretty important job. You're a combination of referee and bouncer, and maybe you should it should be somebody who knows all the names of these lowlifes who are coming in.
Dean, if you want me to co-host, I'm an expert Zoom admitter.
Well, we could let Mary Kate do that, then I wouldn't have to pay attention to it.
Mary Kate, you're on a different computer, right?
Yes, definitely. I am in a different place and time.
Madame Petite.
Madame Petite, je peux faire ça.
I'm looking for you, but it's almost time to start.
Here I am waving frantically.
Okay. Right there. Yes. Right there. It gets to be big, and so there we go. There we go.
I just admitted my first person.
Okay, good. So it's on you to admit.
I'm ready. I'm up to the task.
Charge admission.
Dean, we need to mute people too, don't we?
Speaking of charging admission, where do I pay? I didn't see a place to pay.
I'll talk about that.
Okay.
We'll post some info.
Good evening and welcome. This is Dean over here, and it's me that has told you should come here and check out this dude named David Dodson. Lots of you know him already, but in case there's someone who doesn't, we will give him a more formal introduction later. But first we want to talk about Tremedal concerts. We've been going for 31 years, and Susie Giroux is our treasurer and our longtime volunteer and a member of this gang of volunteers that's been together for 30 years. And welcome, Susie Giroux. I will make you big, Susie.
Okay, thanks, Dean. Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's wonderful. What a lot of fun this is. This is great. As Dean said, I'm one of the volunteers on the Sister City project here in Watertown. And as he said, we started this series of concerts 31 years ago as a way of raising funds for our sister community, which is a tiny village in El Salvador called Nueva Esperanza. That means new hope. And that's appropriate because Nueva Esperanza is one of the repopulated villages in El Salvador. During the Civil War of the 1980s, many folks had to flee their homes and seek refuge in refugee camps in Honduras or in the mountains to escape attacks by the Salvadoran government troops. But as the years went on and near the end of the conflicts, many folks from Nueva Esperanza were among those who were determined to return to their homes. And our committee in Watertown became part of an international effort to support their return. And so we've been working with the community over the years to help them rebuild their homes and their village, support their farming efforts, dig wells, and very importantly, to provide friendship and moral support to them. Now the village is more stable, more well-established, and so our support has taken the form of a scholarship fund for the young people in the village. And recently we had a Zoom call with these folks, these young people. They're amazing. They're telling us about their studies in medicine and dentistry and environmental science. And they're so appreciative of our support and the funds that we've been sending them to help them get their education. So tonight we want to thank all of you for being here to enjoy David's wonderful music and also to support our friends in Nueva Esperanza. We will be sharing the proceeds of tonight's concert with our performers. And if you have already purchased a ticket, we thank you very much. If you would like to make a donation, you can do that via PayPal or by an old-fashioned check, and we will be posting that information on YouTube and on the Zoom chat. So thank you very much. Enjoy the music. And so now I have the great pleasure of introducing our host for this evening, Dean Stevens, who also happens to be the performer who's going to be doing the opening set for tonight. And most of you know Dean. He has been, he's a good friend of yours and mine, and for many years he's been giving his time very generously to put together our Tremedal concerts. He has been one of our main liaisons with the community in El Salvador, because he travels there twice a year. At least he was doing that before the pandemic. And he also just happens to be an amazing songwriter and guitar player and singer. And so I am so happy to turn the mic back over and the spotlight back over to my very good friend, Dean Stevens. Here you go, Dean, back to you.
Did that work?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, thank you, Susie. Well, I'm sporting a brand new guitar. I'll show you. I don't know how much you'll see it. I have to just maybe. This guitar is made out of bamboo. It has a very nice sound. It's a very inexpensive guitar. And I'm so glad to be with you. I'm going to start with a song I love to sing, and I've, for the last 2 years, just been opening with this song. It's called Plant the Stars. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. The moon is going to work. He is hitching up his horses. And his favorite team, of course, is big old Jupiter and Mars. Da 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 da. The moon is going to work. And his plow blade is a crescent. And the evening's warm and pleasant. And it is time to plant the stars. He will turn the rich dark earth of night. He will scatter sparkling seeds of light. And they will grow until they glow. And then the cities all will come to claim them. Who could blame them? So make a wish on one of them before they disappear. The moon is going to work. You can hear him if you're listening. There's a little tune he's whistling. And it is time to plant the stars. Da 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 da. Da-da, da-da, da-da. He will turn the acres of the skies, working westward as the night goes by. And when he's done and day's begun, and then the stars soak up the sun like flowers through the daylight hours, and how they sparkle in the night before our very eyes. The moon is going to work, and with diligence and patience, he grows the mighty constellation. And it is time to plant the stars. Da 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 da. Time to plant the stars. Da 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 da. Hitch 'em up, hitch 'em up. The moon is going to work. The moon is going to work. The moon is going to work.
Yahoo!
Hi, everybody. That song is written by Susan Werner. I'll tell you about what's been going on here. We are bathing in the afterglow of a marvelous event that happened on Wednesday. It was our church giving our annual Sacco and Vanzetti Award to Julian Assange, and we hosted his father and brother, just lovely, marvelous, gentle people, and gave him an award. And we had some speakers like Jill Stein and Ray McGovern, and it was just great. And he's on my mind right now, and we're sending solidarity to Julian Assange. And we're also asking you to Google the Justice Department's comment line. I don't happen to have the number right in front of me. Maybe during David's set, I'll put it in the chat. But you can Google Justice Department comment line and ask Attorney General Merrick Garland to drop the extradition order against Julian Assange. He needs to be home with his 2 boys and his wife and his father and his brother nearby. Just wanted to tell you about that. I've been late quite smitten with the music of Tom Pacheco from Woodstock, New York. This is one of several of his songs that I'm learning. It's in the form of a little prayer, and I'm sure every one of you knows someone who needs a little prayer like this. Heavenly Mother, Spirit of all I can see, take care of my brother the way you have watched over me. Give him protection from any danger he meets, and though he may stumble, may he always land on his feet. He's been unlucky, he's been betrayed. This time please give him a good hand to play, and make every cloud he cannot outrun be just the shadow of a seagull in the sun. And make every cloud he cannot outrun be just the shadow of a seagull in the sun. I have been worried, knowing he's out there alone, searching for something inside that is deeper than bone. How can somebody suffer so much for so long before they believe there's no reason at all to go on? Show him his value to his own eyes, give him the wings that'll help him to fly, and make every cloud he cannot outrun be just the shadow of a seagull in the sun. He has taken far too many falls, worked so long and hard just to lose it all. Every crop he planted would not yield. This time let a treasure fill his field. Guide him through valleys, clear a few trees from his path. Spare him the merciless winds and the cold winter's wrath. Lead him to some place of beauty where healing can start. And let the moon rise off the river and into his heart. Let him find comfort, let him find peace. From every prison may he be released, and make every cloud he cannot outrun be just the shadow of a seagull. Let him find purpose, let him find peace. From every prison may he be released, and make every cloud he cannot outrun be just the shadow of a seagull in the sun. Thank you. It's the moment in the year that everything is blooming and everything is growing out. And it makes me feel like a song like this would be the one to sing. This is called The Gentle Arms of Eden. Dave Carter. On a sleepy, endless ocean, when the world lay in the dream. Let me start again. On a sleepy, endless ocean, when the world lay in the dream, there was rhythm in the splash and roll, but not a soul to sing. So the moon shone on the breakers, and the morning warmed the waves, till a single cell did jump and yell for joy, as though to say, this is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Then the day shone bright and round till the one turned into two, in the two into 10,000 things, and the old things into new. And on some virgin beach had some lonesome critter crawled, and he looked about and he shouted out in his most astonished drawl, this is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. And all the sky was buzzing and the ground was carpet green, and the wary children of the wood went dancing in between. And the people sang rejoicing when the fields were glad with grain, this song of celebration from the cities on the plain. This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. And should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. There's smoke across the harbor and factories on the shore, and the world is ill with greed and will and enterprise of war. But I will lay my burden in the cradle of your grace, and the smiling beaches of your love, and the sea of your embrace. This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. And should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thank you, even though I can't hear you. Susan Werner had a great thing. She just kind of plays a cassette tape of applause between her songs for these Zooms. I just am so proud of this picture. And one person in this picture is on this Zoom call, and it's Susan Claw. And these are 5 of our scholarship students, all university students. Let's see, can I see through from the other side? That's Alex. And over here is Maricela. She's a med student. And Alex is a dental student. And here's Mary, and she studies environmental science. And there's Susan Claw, who is one of our maybe about a dozen volunteers who travels with me frequently to El Salvador and sometimes on her own. And we have this marvelous friendship with these people in this village and 3 others. One of them is responsible for some of this embroidery that's on my shirts. Another of them is responsible for the coffee that I'll be selling tomorrow morning when the farmer's market in Roslindale starts. I import about 1.5 tons each year and have it roasted and sell it at what I call my other church, which is the Roslindale Farmer's Market. You can find me there almost every Saturday from 9 to 1. So come on down. And I'm going to sing one more song, and then we're going to bring on David. I don't even know what song I'm going to sing. Oh, here's a good one. It's like, if you ever gone through those moments when you say, I shouldn't really be a performer because I don't practice. I'm too busy with 2 other things. A certain friend of ours named Bob Blue, who passed away about 15 years ago, is that right? Wrote this song, and thinking about all those people who are facing possible eviction with the housing court back in session again, and the downside of that. And there's a couple people in our church who live in a building in Jamaica Plain that has announced that they're not going to forbear anymore on rental, and there's a big demonstration in front of the building tomorrow. So this is Bob Blue's song. He had such a way of dealing with adult topics from the eyes of children. I wish I had a golden retriever to sleep in my bedroom, to lick at my face. My parents say we might get one, but first we need money to buy our own place. They say our house belongs to our landlord. He owns his own house, but he also owns ours. We pay him rent, and he takes vacations and owns a jacuzzi and 2 fancy cars. My landlord says we can't have a garden, we can't have a swing set, we can't have a pet. But when he wants, he goes to Bermuda. Whatever he dreams of, my landlord can get. Yesterday, the 4th of the month, we were late with the rent, so we dropped off the check. We rang the bell, but he was outside, all asleep on his hammock attached to his deck. And on the chair, a golden retriever looked up when he saw us and started to whine. My landlord woke up, and as they were talking, I watched that retriever and wished he were mine. And in the car, my parents were talking. My mother was angry, my dad was depressed. They say the rich get richer and richer, the rest get to work while the rich get to rest. We stopped, we parked, we ate at McDonald's. My dad had a salad, my mom had a Coke. We sat, we sighed, there wasn't much talking, and nobody laughed when I told them a joke. My parents say they both want a garden. I think they deserve one, they really work hard. And I deserve a golden retriever. We should have a house and we should have a yard. When I grow up, I live in a lean-to, I live in an igloo, I live in a tent. But I won't pay my money to landlords who own the retriever while I pay the rent.
Yeah.
Bob Blue presente. Thank you for letting me do that little open set for David Dodson. David Dodson hails from Camden, Maine, and I've known him for 30 years. 1991, as a matter of fact, is when we met. I started going to this little island called Swan's Island, where there's a funky little festival that happens every year. And David is one of the founding members, and that festival has several just phenomenal songwriters, and David has inspired me, and I do a bunch of his songs, and I love this man, and he's my sweet friend, and I'm going to put him up on the spotlight because, oh, I put Susie on the spotlight. What happened? Well, one of the other masters of the gallery put David on the spotlight. Where there, I found him. There's too many of you. Ta-da!
Aha!
Ladies and gentlemen, David Dodson.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Dean. Boy, what a nice set. And Susie Williams, I'm glad you were on the spotlight for a second, too, because she's one of the people that is at this festival that we go to, along with a bunch of other wonderful songwriters and singers and dancers and you name it. I'm here in lovely Belfast, Maine, at the Steve and Barbara studio. You can see this very nice backdrop here. It's a lovely place. And I guess it's a spare bedroom. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I have an old old friend named Jen Brown, and hope she's listening somewhere out of town in San Francisco. And she's a songwriter, singer, and mandolin player. And one time she was talking to me and she said, "David, you write a lot of kinds of songs, don't you? But I notice you don't write any love songs." "Oh yeah, you're married. I forgot." And so I said to myself, oh, maybe I'll do something about that. I'm married. I got a ring. I'm married. It's quite a thing. I used to worry that I'd lose it, so I never take it off. It hardly comes off anyway. I'm getting fatter. I'm married. I've been married for years. I'm married. I buy my tires at Sears, and I really love to talk to you, but I got a million things to do around the house today. I'm married, financially entwined. I'm married, and if I get into a bind, I got someone to bail me out, or maybe vice versa if it ever gets that bad. You never know. I'm married. I'm wearing a smile. I'm married. I got a compost pile, and I'm cutting up tomatoes, getting ready for the winter, and I feel just like my dad. I was single for so long, I wasn't ready as a kid, and even when I said I do, I wasn't quite sure what I did. But now I'm married. It's working out great. I'm married. We're on a long-term date. I got a lot of friends who are, and a lot of friends who aren't, and quite a few who used to be. Like variety, I'm married. I know how to bend. I'm married. I got a true blue friend, and I never thought I'd ever find another heart, another mind who'd be so nice to me. I'm married. Look, don't touch. I'm married. I still look so much, and I feel sort of sad to think I'll probably never get to try my luck again. And just when I was getting good, I'm married. I got so lucky that I'm married. But it's just ducky to wave and disappear at the peak of your career and leave a trail of broken hearts. Whoa. I was single for so long, I wasn't ready as a kid, and even when I said I do, I wasn't quite sure what I did. But now I'm married, and it's okay. I'm married, but I must say I don't imagine I could handle being wed to anybody but the one I'm married to. I got lucky when I found you. Oh yeah. There was a rap song coming out of the wide open window of some young guy's old Subaru. And over the sound of the engine. I was trying to hear the words, but then he took off down the avenue. And it made me think about being stuck in the same place longer than is good for you. The light went back to red again. I'm waiting for the green. The rumble of a Chevy van, the smell of gasoline. Hey, I'm trying to find the door. Maybe I'm stuck in a metaphor. Stick around and I'll tell you more. Hey. So anyway, as I was saying, this guy was telling the story, was waiting at the traffic light, sitting there contemplating, wondering if he's satisfied, and thinking that he wasn't quite, and saying to himself, so I don't even know where I want to go. It was a dark and a rainy night. The mist was rolling in. He seemed a little mystified. He was thinking maybe he ought to begin a couple of things he hadn't tried. And after checking the inventory, looking around, he could see the story, headed for uncharted territory. Alright. Telling the story, and now I wonder, should I go right or left or straight ahead? Plenty of time, let's try it again. So anyway, I was the guy telling the story, and now I wonder, should I go right or left or straight ahead? Then you're dead. So I guess I'll pack my traveling gear, get myself on out of here. Either that or maybe go back to bed. Only kidding about the bed, but I don't regret it. The line was sitting there in my head. I went ahead and said it. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I want to hear the angels sing. I say what I want to say everything. Alright. Yeah. Whew. Sing it wrong, like a hound chasing down a raccoon. We may bend a howl at the moon, but don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about any of that. Even if the congregation says you're singing flat, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I've heard it said that life is just a game. I'd like to keep on playing just the same. But sometimes there ain't no choosing if you're winning or losing. high score 4-4, bottom of the ninth, and the wrong team's up to bat. Don't worry about that. Ooh, don't worry about that. What time did they tell you to arrive? Did they say 4 or was it 5? You're not keeping it straight. Looks like you're gonna be late. It's 4:30. You're at the door, but the doggone tire's flat. Don't worry about that. Oh, don't worry about that. The good Lord gives and the good Lord takes away. Things get lost and nothing seems to stay. Cowboys take it in stride. Come on, saddle up and ride, and don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about any of that. Your 6-gun shoots, you got your boots, but some dude stole your hat. The next door neighbor moved last night, and now you've got his cat. And even if you lost your license in the briar at the laundromat, don't worry about that. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about any of that. No, don't worry about any of that. Back a few years ago, I had a car that I really liked. It was a Ford Taurus station wagon. It was really big. Thank you, Susie, and everybody. And it was this very lovely red color, and it would just shoot down the highway straight and true. It was a tracking wonder, and I don't have it anymore. It's the last big car I'll probably ever have. And anyway, I thought it deserved a song. It's my California car song. I remember when I bought it, it seemed too big, even at the time. But it didn't take too long till I was glad that it was mine. A V6 engine under the hood, step on the gas and it felt so good. Down the interstate we flew, that car could cruise. That car could cruise. Big Red was what we called that car. It was a most attractive plum. Good smooth ride and fun to drive, solid as they come. Big Red seemed to have the knack for always keeping us on track. Rolling straight and true, that car could cruise. That car could cruise. That car could cruise. A car that's showing signs of wear could be in need of some repair. inspection station said, here's some information by Big Red. I would have fixed the gas tank shocks and brakes for a couple $1,000. But when they said the frame was rusted through, Big Red was out of luck. And for me, the end of an era, swan song that could not be clearer, sang in the highway blues. That car could cruise. That car could cruise. I can read the writing on the wall and the big red caution sign. Don't want the world going up in flames, and so I'm towing the line. Smile and wave when you see us tooling round in a light gray Prius, 'cause that's the road ahead. But I still miss Big Red. That car could cruise. That car could cruise. That car could cruise. That car could cruise. Yeah. Goodbye, Big Red. I've been reading things online and talking to people lately, and some of it starts off making quite a lot of sense, and that's the unfortunate part, because after that it starts getting crazier and crazier, and pretty soon you're just off down the old rabbit hole of disinformation and conspiracy theories. And what I think we need is some good debunking. So I've taken it upon myself to do a little of that. And I wrote a song that does that it's kind of like an Irish jig. And my wife says that my Irish accent needs something to be desired, so I hope you'll bear with me on it. It's a brand new song, and I hope I can make it through it even, but you know, I just need a couple of pints maybe, it'd be helpful. It isn't a conspiracy, that's a natural fact. That's what I said to myself, and I felt attacked. Let me start again. This is a brand new song, and I'm trying to learn it. It isn't a conspiracy, it's a natural fact. That's what somebody said to me, and I felt attacked. I said to myself, it couldn't be, I must be out of their mind. And this disinformation was a most insidious kind. So I thought about it hard, and I thought about it long. It was doing me harm, I went to the barn and then I wrote this song. Somebody's got to debunk the stuff, and it looks like I am no one. So I'm proud to say I debunked all day, and all my debunking is done. Oh, my debunking is done today, oh, my debunking is done. It's all debunked and out of the way, all my debunking is done. Ha! Antifa stormed the Capitol, everybody knows. They're geniuses at disguising themselves and wearing different clothes. Biden stole the election and COVID is a hoax. You can say whatever you want to say, but I'm not believing it, folks. Oh, my debunking is done today, oh, my debunking is done. Now I'm content to lie in the sun, and all my debunking is done. And now for the real story, the docs don't want you to know. The COVID vaccination will kill you fast or slow. You'll be a danger to your friends with a trail you leave behind. I'll take that with a couple of grains of salt if you don't mind. Oh, my debunking is done today. Oh, my debunking is done. I don't even know if I lost or won, but all my debunking is done. In the COVID shot, they slip a secret, sinister microchip. And you bet you won't get far, they'll track you down wherever you are. All your life you're gonna be bugged by the company making the drug. All your secrets will be known. It's almost as bad as having a phone. I used to be a drunkard, I'd spend the evening drunk. But then I became a debunker. Good gracious, who'd have thunk? I spend my day with a yay or nay, debunking away the junk. Now I'm heading for the bunkhouse and retiring to me bunk. Oh, my debunking is done today. Oh, my debunking is done. I've been duking it out with the tail of the hun, but all my debunking is done. Oh, my debunking is done today. Oh, my debunking is done. I'm a fucking debunking son of a gun, and oh, my debunking is done. Hey, hey! Oh yeah! Woo! Lord have mercy. So I heard somebody going, ow! Oh, you ever have one of those days where everything was going right, and then one bad thing happened, and that was all you could think about afterwards, the whole day long? That's happened to me before, and I wrote this song to try to talk myself out of it. Little bluesy number. Folks happy, one dude sad. Why's that one make me feel so bad? Well, it's crazy, just when things are going fine. Well, it's oh so easy to give yourself a real hard time. Yes, it is. 9 women love you, 1 woman don't. Why she got to be the one you want? Well, it's crazy, just when things are going fine. Well, it's oh so easy to give yourself a real hard time. Yeah. Don't let the bad apple spoil the bunch. Don't let the small change eat your lunch. That's what they tell you, and you know it's true. How come it's so hard to do? 'Cause if somebody don't like my song, I'll end up singing, what am I doing wrong? Well, it's crazy, just when things are going fine. Well, it's so easy to give yourself a real hard time. Hard time. Yeah. Well, it's a most inspirational exceptional, lucky man who can say I'm happy the way I am. Who can shout hallelujah, say thanks a lot. I'm so satisfied with what I got. Climb Mount McKinley, you're a real big deal. End up slipping on a banana peel. It's crazy just when things are going fine. Well, it's oh so easy to give yourself a real hard time. It's oh so easy to give yourself a real hard time. It's a golden opportunity to give yourself a real hard time. Ooh, yeah. Mercy. Buddy, 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 no do I. Somebody's still unmuted, I think. I hear talking in the background. Somebody there? Hello? Are you there? Who knows? I don't know. Let's try the strap. That would be a good idea.
There. Now you should be able to hear us.
Were you what? It is your microphone.
There we go. I was the one that got it unmuted, or muted, I mean. Just as well.
David, I just muted everybody and then unmuted you.
I got you. Okay.
There's somebody named Bill who's unmuted still.
Okay. Hello, Bill. Are you there? Back in the 1930s, there was a ukulele craze that went through. It was kind of Hawaiian in nature, I would say. And then maybe 10 years ago or something like that, another ukulele craze hit the country. And I was drawn in by that and bought a uke, and here it is. And I wrote one ukulele song, so I'll play it for you. There's something about a ukulele, you can play one without even trying. There's something about a ukulele, make you feel so doggone Hawaiian. You plunk a little chord and you feel transported back to 1935. By the beach you'll be dining and the sun will be shining and you'll be so glad you're alive. There's something about a ukulele, on the land, on the sea, or in the air. There's something about a ukulele, take a uke anywhere. You can play it on the train, you can play it in the rain, you can even play it in bed. If you're flying to Spain, you can take it on the plane and store it in the rack overhead. Oh, there's something about a ukulele, they're so cute and small. There's something about a ukulele that can really drive you up the wall. They can drive you to drink with their plink, plinkety plink. Why people love them I will never know. They can ruin your day, and some people say they're worse banjo. And if you play in a minor key, nothing could be worse than a uke, you see. That is where the devil does dwell, a terrible place called ukulele hell. You play and you play all day. You say, can I stop? Devil says, no way. Until finally they let you go back to Hawaii where the breezes blow. Oh, there's something about a ukulele, makes you want to sing a little tune. There's something about a ukulele underneath that big Hawaiian moon. Getting a uke is what you ought to do if suicidal thoughts or blues are plaguing you or dragging you down. You'll be sitting in the tropics, feeling philanthropic. Oh, it can really turn your life around. Oh, there's something about a ukulele, even if they might be maligned. There's something about a ukulele. Get a ukulele and you'll find there's nothing wrong with strumming them gaily like a whiff and poof song. It's kinda yaley, oh, I like to play my ukulele daily. Oh, there's something about a ukulele. Thank you. My apologies to ukulele players and bagpipers and banjo players. Sorry, Bob Lucas, if you're listening. I'm only kidding, only joking. If you live in Maine, you got to have a shed. I'd go so far as to say you might need two. Don't go out and buy one at some place along the road. That's too easy, that'll never do. When you get your tools together, 2x4s and planks, you may throw your hands up, turn around and say no thanks. But if you're ready, set to go where angels fear to tread, that would be the time to build a shed. First thing that you've gotta do is come up with a plan. Being your own architect is fun. Draw it out on paper and don't forget a thing. That's a little easier said than done. From the roof to the foundation, you'll be thinking all the way. If you're not the kind of guy who does this every day, every measurement and angle, you have to plan ahead. Takes more thinking than you'd think to build a shed. So now you've got to build the thing from the bottom to the top, starting with a simple shed foundation. Use cement or gravel and treat it 2x8s to make a square and level installation. The floor joists and the flooring you can use to make a deck for building walls and windows, and let us not neglect a wooden door that's tall enough so you don't bump your head, and a roof to keep the rain out of your shed. So now you've got a shed, it's really quite incredible. Work on the landscape, beautiful and new. So gaze on it with pride, your place is gentrified, and think of all the things that you can do with it now. Now you have enough room for all the stuff that you've been keeping underneath the bed. A suit that doesn't fit, a worn out catcher's mitt, and the chainsaw, they can all go in the shed. A place for keeping nails and tools and a real good spot to store. A couple extra windows, 2x4s and doors, and a place for storing lumber, 'cause as somebody said, you might just want to build another shed. A willing hand is all it takes, and you can make your own mistakes, so go ahead and build yourself a shed. Yeehaw! Oh, my goodness. When I write a song, thank you all, I tend to start off with something that's true. Ernest Hemingway said, write one true sentence, I think. And so that's generally what happens when I'm writing a song. And then it goes awry from there. It turns into a story sometimes. A story that may be true or may not be true, but just so long as it's a good story. And this song starts off about my growing up in the country and moving to the city. And the country I grew up in, the countryside, was Ackworth, New Hampshire, which is the southwestern corner of New Hampshire over by Vermont, near the Connecticut River. And so I spent my first 18 years there, and then I moved to Boston, the big city, to become a folk singer. And then I became a rock and roller. And then I moved to Austin, Texas, and became a country dance hall band practitioner. And then to Houston and Galveston, and now back in Camden, Maine, which is kind of northern New England, similar to where I grew up, a lovely place to be. And so the one thing I want to mention about this song is that somewhere toward the end of the song it says that the guy who's singing the song, when he goes back to his hometown, he's greeted with fear and suspicion. And I just want to say that if anybody's listening from my hometown, I have never found that to be the case. Everybody's real nice. I like them and they like me. And also I would say too that I'm not as dumb as the guy who is supposed to be singing this song. So bear all those things in mind. One second here. I think I'm going to give myself a little help. I got a lot of brand new songs, and they're fun to sing, but you can't always remember how they go. It's been the happening to me here, so I got a cheat sheet here on this one. I grew up in a town so small we had more cows than people. Two-room school and a meeting hall with a tall, wide steeple. When it came my time to go, I lit out for the city. That is when my life began to change. I kept my eyes wide open, trying to take it in. People talking different tongues with different colored skin. I mostly kept my mouth shut, trying to hide my stupidity. Takes some getting used to for a country boy living in the city. I met a lot of people, and I'm proud to say, for all my country bumpkin style, they seem to like me anyway. I learned to slang the lingo and do the do-or-ditty. Well, holy cow, look at me now. I'm a country boy living in the city. 'Cause I grew up in a town so small you couldn't find it on the map. Middle of the crossroads is where my dog would take a nap. Cars that steer around him, they're his favorite spot. Hey, hustling, bustling, metropolitan downtown, it was not. It was not. Oh, but when I go back to my old hometown, there's a lot of fear and suspicion going round. They say the city don't like them, and they don't like the city. I'm stuck here in the middle. Oh, Lord, ain't that a pity? I've looked at towns from both sides now, like Joni Mitchell said, and it's the wall between us all that I've come to dread. Them country boys, they ain't so bad, them city folks ain't either. The Bible calls us brothers all, now I'm a true believer. So now you've heard my song, one more thing I'd like to say. Let's all get along in the good old USA. Let's all get along in the good old USA. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Well, I got a kind of a stand up and holler type song here. So I guess I'll just stand up and holler. Oh yeah. Hey. Kind of an Appalachian stand up and holler song. And this is another tune about many of the songs I write seem to be about advice to myself. In fact, I'm going to put out a self-help album before too long, probably. But first, slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. You can't do everything all at one time. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. The here and now will show you how. Slow down, slow down, slow down. You take a breath and let it go. And then you take another. You find the joy of putting one foot in front of the other. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. There's no one asking for multitasking. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I was a forward-pushing fool, the kind who never learns, until the day that I was told on no uncertain terms. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. You've talked the talk, now walk the walk. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Woo! Oh yeah. Got another brand new song for you here. This is the kind of the very end of the COVID period type of song, I guess. Come out from under it all. 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 Agents are currently assisting other customers. Stay on the line, we'll answer in the order you call. Your password is no longer valid. You're looking kind of pale and pallid. Your well-worn hopes and dreams keep hitting the wall. On the one hand, your vote might swing the election. On the other hand, there's things that you can't change. The tribal fires are growing. The cold north wind is blowing. The barbarians are at the gate, and it looks like rain. Come out from under it all. Come out from under it all. Come out from under it all. sunlit skies, another chance to wake and start anew. Time flies, open your eyes, because this just might be the day that you come out from under it all. All night long you've been drifting in the mist of uncertainty, but your time to shine is finally coming around. The view's coming through to you. Walk out into the blue. Shake loose, oh, what's the use that was dragging you down? Come out from under it all. 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 Oh yeah. Thank you, Cleveland. Wait a minute, where are we? Whew.
Fitchburg.
Pittsburgh. Thank you. I got 2 or 3 more for you. If you can handle it, here they come. This is a request, and it's a song that started off when my cousin Tom and I, when we were very young, were put under this big pine tree by my Aunt Betty for a nap. And we looked up at that tree, and it looked so tall, as pine trees do when you're down below looking up at them. And that's kind of where this song started. It was long ago, but I can still remember one afternoon when we were 4 or 5, flat on our backs. We looked up through the branches overhead, underneath the pine. And that old tree was thicker than a barrel, but in the wind how it would bend and sway. And we would stare straight up the trunk together. Pine trees look so tall that way, and nothing felt so fine before as sleeping on that piney floor. No troubled dreams crossed our minds, lying there underneath the pines. I hear the wind that whispers through the branches. A red squirrel scolds and chatters overhead. And once again, the smell of sweet pine needles rises from my forest bed. The shades of brown and green and blue, with rays of sunlight passing through. The changing shadows, gray designs, gently sway underneath the pines. The hoot owl calls, and out across the water, the silver pathway of the rising moon. And far away, a flock of geese are calling. Oh, I must be leaving soon. One parting look is all I'll take. The field, the forest, and the lake. And when I pass across the line, lay me down underneath a pine. No troubled dreams will cross my mind, lying there underneath the pines. Thanks. I have a song now for my sweetheart, and whom I'm married to, Mary Kate Small. She's one of a kind, and I could never have invented her. She's a very unique character, and you'll get to know a little bit more about her if you don't know her already from this song. You make up songs and you sing on key, oh yeah. And you're so ever loving, nice to me, oh yeah. People like you from the start, right off the bat. You stole my heart just like that, yeah. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. Oh, that's why you don't like wasting gasoline, oh yeah. It looks so sharp in old blue jeans, oh yeah. You always say that war is not the answer, and on a hardwood floor you're a dancer. Oh, that's why I love you. That's why I love you. That's that's why I love you. Oh, that's why. Cornbread, yams, rice and beans. That's why, oh, that's why. You know how to live below your means. That's why, oh, that's why. You don't eat chickens, you don't eat cows. Dogs all love you, bow wow wow. The cat thinks you're the cat's meow. Oh, that's why, I love you. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. Oh, that's why. You speak good French and Spanish too. That's why, oh, that's why. You stick with me like super glue. That's why, oh, that's why. You got the knack for cutting me slack. It takes you a week and a half to pack. You give a stranger the shirt off your back. Oh, that's why. You are a shining star, oh yeah. I can see it from afar, oh yeah. And when we're sitting by the fire back home in the nest, it's plain to see we've been blessed, yes. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. Oh, that's why. Yeah. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why. Yeehaw. Ow! Got one more for you. This is about old friends. I was visiting with some high school friends that I still see and love, and afterwards I was driving home and thinking about them and wrote this song in the car. And it could be about a lot of old friends, because it's kind of the way it goes with old friends. They're precious. They're golden. Thanks everybody for sticking around, and great to see your faces. I hope we can see a little bit more of them after this. I'm not sure how that all goes, but it'd be nice to say hi. It's so good to see you, my old friends. The faces around the campfire once again. And as another year rolls by, a tear comes to my eye, remembering all the times that have been. Have had some sweet and soulful days. They come alive in memory when the music plays, and it comes as a surprise when you realize the time's gone by and we go back away. If this is growing old, I swear I don't mind, 'cause all along the way we've learned to be kind, was just a passing phase, past and gone, 'cause we go back a ways. We pick up where we left off before, as easily as walking through a door. And there's a lot of way back when we say, how have you been? And all the simple things mean so much more. With a holy rolling fever, I confess that when it comes to counting riches, I've been blessed. Without the likes of you, whatever would I do? I am still so thankful and amazed. I thank the Lord that we go back a ways. Love y'all. Thanks, everybody.
Yay!
Bye-bye.
Woohoo!
Well done, David.
Encore! Encore!
Thank you, David. Thank
Otra,
you.
otra, otra.
Encore, encore.
Oh, nah.
Encore! Encore!
Encore, encore.
Hey, I got an idea, Dean. Since David's tired, why don't you do the farthest field so we can all sing along muted and David can have a rest?
I'd like that.
Idea, Mary Kay.
We could do that.
You got the
sure.
guitar. You got the great guitar part for that too.
Hey, Dean.
Okay.
I bet that would be beautiful.
Mary Kate, let's just do that. But first, let me say that that this has been wonderful. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you to Community Church for lending us their Zoom account. And everybody know that this is on Community Church's YouTube channel, recorded and available to you anytime, with David's permission.
Sure.
I also will let you know that we have 2 more Sundays, really interesting Sunday programs, 11 a.m. Eastern time at Community Church. This Sunday is a group of Central American journalists and reporters that do a podcast together. And next week, which is June 20th, is really fascinating one. Attorney Stephen Donziger, who had spent 10 years prosecuting a lawsuit against Chevron for their pollution of the Ecuadorian rainforest. And now Chevron has unleashed an army of lawyers to harass him and hassle him. Stephen Donziger's, it's a really interesting case of corporate malfeasance and whatnot. So finally, thank you all. There's probably 20 or more people on YouTube watching us, and there are about 30. There were 34 at the peak on the Zoom call, and now I'm big. And as per popular request, I'm going to grab my guitar, and we're all going to sing together this little number. Oh no! We're going to do it a cappella. There is a land. Maybe David can lead it if it's going to be a cappella. Well, he's tired. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Dean, listen, here we go. Here's a
Leave
suggestion.
unmuted, and it's going to sound awful, but let's do it anyway.
It won't sound bad if you do it separately.
I can't hear you.
I'm saying that if you do it separately, it won't sound bad. So if David starts,
I'll do a verse and you do a verse.
Go ahead, David.
Was that a D?
That was a D.
Here? There is a land.
There is a land.
High on a hill.
High on a hill.
Where I am going, there is a voice that calls to me.
That calls to me.
The air is sweet.
The air is sweet.
The grass is waving.
The grass is waving.
The wind is blowing away up in the farthest field. Oh, walk with me and we will see the mystery revealed. When one day we wend our way up to the farthest field. Take it, Dean. The sun.
The sun will rise.
The sun will rise.
The sun will set.
The sun will set.
Across the mountains, and we will live with beauty there. The fragrant flowers.
The fragrant flowers.
The days and hours.
The days and hours.
Will not be counted, and peaceful songs will fill the air. Oh, walk with me and we will see the mystery revealed. When one day we wend our way up to the farthest field.
I know one day.
I know one day.
I'll leave my home.
I'll leave my home.
Here in the valley and climb up to that field so fair. And when I'm called and counted in that final tally, I know that I will see you there. Oh, walk with me and we will see the mystery revealed. When one day we wend our way up to the farthest field.
Oh, my dear friends.
Oh, my dear friends.
I truly love to hear your voices lifted up in radiant song. Though through the years, we have all made our separate choices. We've ended here where we belong. Oh,
walk with me and we will see the mystery revealed. When one day we wend our way up to the farthest field. Oh, walk with me and we will see the mystery revealed. When one day we wend our way up to the farthest field. Up to the farthest field. Hallelujah.
Thanks, David.
Thank you, Dean.
We usually have a Q&A. Anybody want to say anything to David and the gathered crowd?
Gotta unmute yourselves.
Thank you. Darlene. Thank you. From Lincolnville, Maine. We love you both. Thank you so much for a beautiful evening.
Who are we talking to? Who is saying that? I'd like to know.
Arlene and Jeff Layton.
Arlene and Jeff. Oh, thank you. Nice to that you were there.
I want to tell you all that there'll be one more program in our truncated Tremendal concert series, and that is June 25th.
I like the most.
The opener will be Teresa Tuduri.
Woohoo!
And, and then I'm going to play a show. My name is Dean Stevens. And I'm looking forward to that. Eric Kilburn is going to join me in the auditorium of the church, and we're going to do it upright.
Yay!
June 25th.
Oh, good.
Dean dragging us back in the key.
And I had a question for Cindy and Gray. I want to know if the cicadas are still making a racket.
Me too.
Are.
Oh, yes.
They are.
They
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Yep, really loud tonight.
Wow.
Where are you?
We're in Indiana right now.
Bloomington.
Bloomington, Indiana. Right.
Yeah.
Is that phenomenon all over Indiana and all over the Midwest, or?
It's also some places on the coast,
Yeah.
mid coast.
Washington, D.C. and
Yeah.
Okay. Hasn't gotten here at all.
Yeah. No, you just well, in Maine, there's just the brown-tailed moths and the ticks, brown-tailed moths, and so
gypsy caterpillars.
yeah. So anyway, but yes.
I wanted me a little Susie. Hi, Susie.
Susie Williams? Me? Oh, hello, Dean. You guys, oh my God, I just had an emotional journey. I wept. I laughed. Wow. I mean,
You rocked out.
David and Dean, I can't tell you. This is just, there's a question that Jerry and I had like, well, should we go to Swans? Because, it's expensive. Blah, blah, blah. Should we go? As far as I'm concerned, this just answered my question. If there is a question, this answered it. Hell yes, we're going.
Wouldn't be Swans without you.
Well, so far I've hit them all. So, except for the first one. So, yeah. Yeah. I hope a lot of us make this decision, especially like the core old guys. I hope we all go. I already know that Danny has said no, but anyway, maybe we'll work on him.
I'll talk him out of that.
But yeah, Dean, thank you for putting this together. And the
You
other
are most welcome, and we're glad to do it, and we'll do it again more and more. This is a really interesting format. It's pretty limited, but it also means you don't have to set up a PA and book a hall. And I hope it's not the only future of folk music, but maybe it's an enhancement.
Hopefully it's an enhancement.
Yeah. Well, everybody, shall we say goodnight?
I just wanted to say hi, thank you to Dean and David and
Is that,
Mary Kay and it's Storm.
Hi, Storm.
Hey, Storm, thanks for being here.
Yeah, glad I learned about it.
Me too.
Yeah, keep in touch.
I learned about it on the forum part of the People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle. Someone posted.
Somebody put it up there. I didn't put it up.
Mary Kate put it up.
Mary Kate put it up. All right. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Mary Kate.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you to Dean. Dean, you have done so much to enrich our lives with music. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dean.
Right. Well, thanks to y'all, and keep the faith, and do good work, and let's sing Amen, Hallelujah, Amen, Hallelujah, Amen, 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 Amen. Amen. Meeting at the building is over. Bye.
Oh, and if people want to sing and hear music tomorrow, it's the San Francisco Free Folk Festival.
Okay, we'll check it out. Bye, Jerry. What are you wearing? Horns? Jeff and Penny, everybody, Arlene, Roberta, and Danielle. All right. Great to see you, Peg, and Luna, and Jill.
Thanks to Steve Chasen, too, for doing the work here in this studio.
The studio man, yes. Thank you so much.
Couldn't do it without him.
And go on YouTube and share the link with folks.
Sounds good.
And Boreana.
Ha!
All right.
Hey, Boreana.
Boreana.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite an evening. Thank you.
Okay.
Pookie loved it too.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.